Hey everyone, today we are going to be introducing the odor that we're going to be using to teaching our dog scent detection. We're going to be starting with an exercise known as the field search. The way we're going to do this is I have a bunch of tennis balls inside of these plastic containers. Now the plastic containers have the odor that I'm going to be using to teach Arih scent detection. None of the odor is directly on the tennis ball. What I mean by that is I didn't take the tennis ball and place the odor on the tennis ball. The odor is on the lid, and with the tennis balls inside of the container, it's going to capture that scent. We don't want to have it directly on, but what we're doing, the concept is this is a primary reinforcer with the scent. So she's going to start associating the scent with the actual reward. And we're going to be able to use that to transfer over into our actual scent detection routines that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. The first time we do this, step one is we bring the dog out and we play fetch just like normal. But the only difference is before we throw the ball, we're going to say our search command. So I'm going to be using the word search. So I'm going to have the ball and the chuck it. I'm going to say search. Then I'm going to throw the ball. She's going to go grab it and bring it back. So this is step one. Every time I throw a tennis ball, once my dog brings it back, I take that tennis ball and I put it off to the side. I do not continue to use it because when we throw it, it's going to have a bunch of new odors that are going to be added to it. So I want it to be as clean as possible with the odor that we're trying to teach our dog. So step one, all we're going to do is we're going to play fetch. We're going to tell our dog the search command, and then we are going to throw the ball. So it should look something like this. Search, then I throw. So she's going to go and get the ball, grabbed it, no problem, and she's going to bring it back. I'm going to take the ball from her, and then I'm going to use a brand new ball with the odor. Now we take the next ball, and we do the same thing. Make sure you say the command before you throw the ball. Search. Usually I'll do this for a couple days, really getting my dog used to and being able to associate the odor with the primary find. Later, when you start teaching your dog scent detection, when we start doing the searches, the primary find is not going to be there. We're going to be using a condition reward. So this would be the same as our markers. The dog is going to get to the odor. There's not going to be a reward there. We're going to use our terminal marker, and then they're going to come to us to get the reward. This is associating the smell with the actual primary reinforcer, which in this case, we're using the tennis ball. Again, we say the command, then we throw the ball. Search. You see that she's now starting to respond off of the actual command search. So I'm getting her used to hearing the word search, and again, she's smelling the odor that we're going to be teaching her every time she goes to retrieve the ball. The second step in this training is now, instead of letting our dog go and run and get the ball right away, we are going to hold our dog back. We're going to allow that frustration to build up a little bit. I'm going to throw the ball. Once it stops moving, I'm going to then say search, and then I'm going to release my dog, and what she's going to do is she's naturally going to run to where she last saw the ball, and then she will instinctively use her nose to find the tennis ball. Let me show you how to do that. Search, and then I release. So again, she's going to go to where she naturally saw it last, and she will start using her nose. So she's searching for it. And the wind is blowing this way, so she is in the actual scent cone. So she grabbed it. So that's a scent cone that's created from the actual odor that she ran into, and that guided her to the tennis ball. All right, we're going to do this again. Remember, we have to make sure that the ball stops moving before we release our dog. Search. I say the search command and she takes off. So that one, she was able to see it and she ran directly to it. I'm going to try to throw it a little bit farther on the next one. We're going to do one more of this step, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So I'm going to bring Arih back to me. Arih, hold the collar. Search, and then release. All right, so you can see she's running to where she last visually saw it. Okay, she picked it up pretty quickly this time and ran directly to it. So now we're going to be moving to step 3. And what we're doing is we are taking the ball with the odor, we're throwing it out into the field, we're waiting until it stops moving, we spin our dog, and then we give them the search command. So we're going to do this again with Arih. Taking a brand new ball with the odor. So we do the spin, and we send them off. So you're going to see she's going to be searching for the odor. And you have to make sure when you're doing scent detection that you have a dog that has a lot of perseverance, meaning they're willing to continue to work in order to find the odor. A lot of dogs, so she found the scent cone, boom, right to the tennis ball. But some dogs will give up. So when a police department or military working dog trainers are searching for a dog to do bomb detection with or drug detection with, they want to find a dog that has a very high level of perseverance, a dog that's not going to give up very easily. So if you have a dog that does tend to give up easily, this is going to be a little bit more difficult for you. The more perseverance your dog has, the more they're going to be willing to work in order to get that reward. So we're going to do this one more time with Arih. All right, so this is the last one of this. She's starting to get a little bit tired, so I really wouldn't be able to do much more anyways in this one. We're going to give her a break, and then we're going to do the very last step, step 4 of our field search training. Search, and then off she goes. Again, she's going to use her nose. Once she can no longer see it, that one she went right to it, so she was able to use her eyes. But the other one, she was using her nose. Very last step, step 4. This is where we're going to place tennis balls in the field. We're going to bring our dog out, and then we're going to give our dog the search command. So we're not going to be throwing the tennis balls this time. We're simply going to send our dog out into the field in order to find the tennis balls that we have placed there without our dog seeing. And it's really cool because you're going to see your dog go out, and they're going to instinctively use their nose. And once they find the item, we praise and reward them. This is, again, going to help our dogs start associating the scent with the reward. So let's go ahead and jump in and do step 4. All right, we're ready to do our very last step. I've placed multiple tennis balls out into the field. I'm going to take my dog Arih, and I'm going to give her the search command, allow her to run out and hopefully be able to find the tennis ball. There's about 4, maybe 5 tennis balls that I've placed out there with the odor. We want our dogs to be successful. So if I send her out and she doesn't go or she comes back, then I'm going to walk out into the field with her just to help her out a little bit. I'm not exactly sure how well she's going to do on this, but like I said, if your dog doesn't go out or if your dog goes out and comes back, just walk out into the field with them and they will be sure to follow you and start searching for the reward. So it should look something like this. I'm going to give her the command, Arih, search, and then I'm going to walk out there with her. So she went into the center position, and so she's not just going out, so I'm going to walk with her. And you may have to do this the first time. Search. I gave her the command again, so now she's going out a little bit more on her own. And as you can see, she's using her nose. She's using a combination of smelling the ground and smelling the air. Boom, she found one. Good girl, very nice. So I'm going to give her the command again. Arih, search. And she needs a little help, so I'm going to walk with her. Search. You can repeat the command if you like. Good. Search. Right there was excellent. You can see as she was walking, she caught the odor and immediately went to the source. And that's what we want to see. That's showing us that our dog is starting to use their nose in order to find the primary reinforcer with the odor that we're teaching our dog. Now she's a little bit more tired than the ideal training situation for this exercise. So when you do this exercise, this should be fresh. You come out, you have everything set up, your dog is fresh, your dog's not tired like Arih is because we've done all the other exercises. This is for instructional purposes only. Do each step within 1 or 2 days. Don't rush it, take your time with this. If you have a big yard at your house, you can also do this training at night, where you throw the ball into a dark field and your dog will have to use their scent in order to find the primary reinforcer. So I'm gonna give her the command to try and find another one. I wanna give her one more win, and that's gonna be an excellent session for today. All right, search. And I'm gonna walk with her just to help her out a little bit. She's tired. Good girl. Now the wind died down, so we're not getting as much of a scent cone. There we go, and she got another one. Good girl, Arih! And I'm gonna let her play with that one. We might hang out for a little bit out here. She likes it, but that's a great training session. Make sure when you're doing this, your dog enjoys the toy that you're using. You say the command before you throw the ball in step 1. You say the command after the ball stops moving in step 2. You say the command after you spin your dog in step 3. Step 4, you have the items placed in the field, you bring your dog out and you give them that search command. If they need a little bit of help, no problem, walk with them the same way I did. The more you do it, the more your dog is going to understand the concept of this training exercise. And when you get it to a point where you bring your dog out into the field and you tell them search and they run out and they find that toy, then you know you're ready to move on to the next step. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you can, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks again.